My dearest Scorpio, 2026 is not the year for pushing harder or trying to control. Spirit is telling me in this reading that this year is all about you reclaiming your sovereignty, your divine power, which means you're learning when to act and when to release. If you've been carrying pain, forcing outcomes, or staying in survival mode, 2026 is the year this pattern ends. Your power returns the moment you stop fighting and start trusting yourself. Check out the rest of this reading to find out all the juicy details. Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to Love Alchemy Tarot and welcome to your 2026 love reading. My name is Valentina. On this channel, I do just love readings, and this time for this zodiac reading I'm going to go even further. So yes, it will be a love reading, but it's a love reading that focuses more on what patterns, what wounds you need to heal for you to really attract and create the kind of love relationship that you really desire to have in life. So because I'm not just a tarot reader but also a therapist, I really focus on providing you guidance with the tarot. So it's not fortune telling, it's not about telling you how life is going to be in 2026, but more importantly, the energy that is surrounding you around those things that you need to proactively change in order for your love life to be better. I know we all want a better year coming towards us because 2024 and 2025 have been really challenging. So let's see what is the overall energy that is surrounding you in this coming year. I'm going to first use this beautiful oracle deck, the Queen of the Moon Oracle, just to get the overall energy that is surrounding you. So what do my Scorpio friends expect to see, to experience? What is the area of focus? What are the themes for them in 2026, Spirit? We have a first card, which is Will. So Spirit, tell me, for my beautiful Scorpio collective, my darling friends, I love Scorpios. Fear, ooh, okay, let's see. And one more card, Spirit. What is the third card for the theme of 2026 for my Scorpio friends? I didn't see what that card was that turned back in, so I'm not gonna take it, but this one is here. So what we have here, we have will, we have fear, and we have sovereignty. Beautiful cards, beautiful cards. So what I'm getting here with this energy check is that this year is going to be about willpower. And this year you are going to learn to develop your willpower. You're going to create the reality as you want it. In the law of assumption, we believe that we are the creators of our destiny, of our life. So with the power of will, you are going to start a year full of divine power because you have sovereignty here. Sovereignty is the Empress card, is the divine feminine card, which means that you are going to use your willpower to overcome any fears that you might have that have been holding you back from stepping fully into your divine feminine power. The divine feminine power is that power of balance, of creativity, of knowing our worth. So it's very much, I don't chase, I attract. I am exactly where and who I need to be. So you are going to use your willpower. You are going to really create a reality in which there is no fear and in which you are the sovereign, the creator of your life. What an exciting year coming up for you, my darlings. So I'm going to get some tarot cards and see what else, what other messages are there here for my lovely Scorpios, Spirit. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So what else do they need to know? The Knight of Swords. What else do they need to know? What else do they need to know? And the World in reverse. Beautiful. Okay, so bottom of the deck energy, 5 of Wands. So I feel that this year has been a year of conflict for you. You've had to fight for everything that you wanted to get. You've maybe had plenty of opportunities to impose your wills on others. And whether or not that has paid off, it is now time for you to assess that. With the 7 of Pentacles, it is time for a reckoning. It's time for you to really take stock of what you've achieved, what you've wanted to achieve, how far have you come along your path, and how are you going to continue to move towards this vision. With the Knight of Swords, this energy of fast action, of decisiveness, of moving forward towards your goals, I think this year is going to be amazing. Also in Chinese astrology, 2026 is the year of a fire horse, which is a year of extreme highs and lows, but also a lot of movement, a lot of energy, a lot of creativity. And I think that these cards are showing you exactly that. With the Knight of Swords, you are not going to sit around doing nothing. And whatever cycle you are in right now, it is not over. You are still in the middle of this cycle. You are not yet at the point where you've learned all the lessons that you needed to learn from this particular stage in your life. So it means that this year is going to be a very interesting one. But start with doing an assessment of where you are right now, how far along your path you've come, rather, with this 7 of Pentacles, and then look into what sort of action, what sort of forward movement are you going to take towards actually completing this particular cycle in your life. So I'm going to get a few cards for barriers and blocks. What is blocking my Scorpio friends from completing this cycle, from moving forward with courage and determination? What is blocking them? What are the barriers? What are the hidden patterns? See, this 5 of Wands really wanted to come out. What are the hidden patterns that really they have to be aware of? We have the Emperor in reverse and the 3 of Swords. Oh, okay, well, obviously things have been a little bit complicated. So at the bottom of the deck, the energy that you have is the 2 of Pentacles. This energy of trying to juggle reality, trying to figure out how to make things work, how to find balance, and how to really literally be able to put your second foot down so that you feel stable. So in terms of blocks and barriers, it is very clear to me that this cycle that you have not completed yet has been a difficult one. With the 10 of Wands, you have been carrying a lot of other people's burdens, maybe your own burdens, maybe traumas and wounds and difficult experiences have led you into situations that have given you the impression that you have to fight for everything. So 5 of Wands, the card of conflict, the card that to me means that you've been in a constant tug of war with everyone around you. There are, of course, situations in which we have to keep fighting, but with the power of will that you have with that card, I also feel that maybe you've if there are any unhealed parts of you that really need addressing, it could be that you've maybe tried to impose your will on people around you, and that has led you to conflicts with them. Maybe because you felt things have been accumulating, that you've really carried a lot of pain with you, and that pain is confirmed here by the 3 of Swords. So maybe you've had your heart broken, or maybe you're just sad and depressed and unhappy with how things have been going, and really you have not been able to step up into your masculine power. So the Emperor in reverse is a card of this empowerment. So you are maybe in a situation where your masculine has been a little bit distorted. So this energy where you've tried to impose the power, because the Emperor in reverse is a controlling, authoritarian type person. So maybe you've lived too much in this bossy energy where you tried to force people into doing things your way. And actually what Spirit is telling you here, that you have to learn to also make space for them with the Sovereign card, knowing that you deserve everything, that you don't actually have to fight for anything, and that everything will come to you naturally once you stop forcing it. So I'm going to look at what action you are supposed to take. So what action should my Scorpio friends take into 2026 towards balancing their masculine and feminine energy, healing the wounded masculine here, learning to allow things to happen. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So what action we need to focus on, my darling Scorpios? Action for my Scorpio friends, please. What action should they take towards healing these imbalanced patterns in their life? One more. A particular card needs to come. And it was the 10 of Cups. Fantastic. Great. Okay, look at this. So we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Pentacles upright, and the 8 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So for bottom of the deck energy, that is this energy of slow movement. So normally if this card was an upright, it would mean that things are going to be moving fast. However, even though we have the Year of the Fire Horse, which is going to be about progress and moving things forward, and even if you have the Knight of Swords there that talks about determination and taking action towards the things that you desire, this healing is going to take patience. But if you do, look, you have two divine pairs here. You have the Emperor and the Empress, even though in different decks. And you have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So the King is in upright, the Queen is in reverse, which clearly talks about this same, how do I put this? This same lack of balance between your masculine and feminine side. But also in terms of action, it looks like you are being asked to focus on your stability, on your commitment, to stay true to this journey of transformation and healing, and really not so much focused on the stability and all this material world, but really looking into creating your emotional fulfillment. So I think that definitely this year is all about taking action towards balancing your emotions, towards creating the vision for this emotional fulfillment, this happy ever after, because Spirit is saying there is potential for you to reach a state, a point where happiness and balance and love will happen. So I'm going to get a few more cards for advice. What advice do we have for my lovely Scorpios? What advice do we have? Advice. What is the advice for them? Okay, I don't know. I got quite a few cards here. 3. All right. Okay, so we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. We have Judgment in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse and the 9 of Wands upright. So let's look at these cards. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse, it's a card that talks about giving and receiving. So I feel that with the Wheel card and the distorted masculine that we've had here, this year maybe you've not been focused on creating this balance between giving and receiving. So you've, like I said, maybe you've had a tendency of forcing things, of in a way manipulating people to give you what you want without you actually offering them reciprocity in return. And clearly the spirit, the universe is telling you that this behavior, this pattern needs to stop if you want to heal this. Because with the Judgment in reverse, the Judgment is about renewal, about reconnection, about a rebirth. I feel that you are not going to be able to be reborn as a new person unless you are willing to go on this journey of self-discovery. So the Hermit in reverse and Judgment in reverse tell me that until now, maybe you have resisted self-exploration, self-development. Maybe you've not really done the work. Maybe it's been difficult for you to go inside and seek the kind of help that would have allowed you to uncover those those unhealthy patterns, maybe this imbalance in giving and receiving, maybe forcing too many things in your life, maybe trying to manipulate people into doing what you want. And because you've not really embarked on this journey of self-development and self-discovery and introspection and literally finding the light inside your heart rather than trying to find recognition and appreciation outside of yourself, there has been a barrier to your renewal, to your rebirth. But the potential is here. So even though these cards are in reverse, they're major arcanas, which means that you have this potential. If you start this journey, if you reverse the energy of the Hermit and take proactive action towards healing, towards self-discovery and understanding how these patterns are affecting you and are causing you this distortion, this challenge, then you will also have this opportunity for a rebirth, for discovering, developing, stepping into a new version of yourself, this sovereign version that came here. You also have the Nine of Wands. You know, you're hanging in there, as they say. You're trying to face all the challenges that you've had with courage and determination, but maybe just opening yourself up to this kind of energy that, okay, I'm ready for a fight. I'm going to keep these weapons up and trying to defend myself is probably going to be less than productive. So I'm now going to get a few cards. So I'm going to turn the Hermit around because you still need to do the work. You still need to take action and do the healing. So Spirit, please tell me, what is the potential outcome for my beautiful Scorpios if they do this work, if they step into their feminine power, if they do the inner work and they complete the lessons that they're supposed to complete, learning to give and receive equally or as needed. So we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, so needing to letting go of these old patterns. If you do the healing, if you do the work, you're going to stop being so attached to things from the past. Page of Wands, halfway. So you're close to having a new creative beginning, something, an energy of passion and fire. And Three of Wands in reverse. So maybe, you know, even if you don't do, the way I see this, if you don't do this work, right? If your energy is still stuck in not doing the work, and if you're still stuck in self-sabotaging, because the Six of Swords, the card at the bottom of the deck, really speaks of conflict, but also a lot of self-sabotage. Then if you don't do this work, it's going to be difficult for you to let go of this past version of you, the things that you hold so dearly right now to your chest, so close to your chest. But it's going to block you from moving forward towards your goal. So really, you need to discover this spark. You need to give it a small go, even if you don't know exactly where you're going, even if it's not very clear to you what is the ultimate path for you. By doing this evaluation now and creating a solid vision for your life, recognizing that maybe you've used your willpower in an unproductive way and still holding in this defensive position, trying to still fight for the things in your life, you're not going to be able to move forward. But again, this card actually takes a little bit of energy to get this forward momentum and to change the things in your life that are not working. And really, if you don't know where to start, if you don't know how to approach this whole journey of healing and self-development, I invite you to read the description below, because I have created a healing method called the Reset Method, which involves hypnotherapy, somatic release, neuro-linguistic programming, and tarot to help you step out of these patterns in the shortest time possible by rewriting your mental patterns, by recognizing where these wounds are and healing them, helping you learn the lessons, and then creating a pathway for you to really discover this new version of yourself that is waiting to be reborn. In the meantime, please follow, share, and subscribe, and also comment if this reading resonated, because in the month of January I'm offering 3 free personal readings, and all you need to do is subscribe to my channel between now and January 10th. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful beginning of the year, and lots of love from me.